Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our analysis on the current events of 27 July 2018. The first issue in news is an editorial regarding tackling HIV. As per the new report from the joint United Nations program on HIV/AIDS, several countries have made rapid progress in reducing the incidence of HIV because 3 out of every 4 people with HIV today know their status and a majority of them get treatment for viral suppression. The largest reduction came from Eastern and Southern Africa, and even Asia made some gains, with India in particular, which brought down the number of new cases and deaths due to HIV. Further, given that tuberculosis is the biggest killer of HIV patients across the world, India is now able to treat over 90% of the notified TB patients for HIV. Another aspect of HIV is the social stigma attached, which is still high in India, but as per the report, there is a declining trend on this front too. However, the report points out that the country's laws can legitimize the stigma, thereby leading to harassment of the group of people with the highest risk of HIV, namely the homosexuals, drug addicts, and sex workers. Various Indian laws, like the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, criminalizes several aspects of sex work, while Section 377 of the IPC criminalizes homosexuality. As a result, these groups lag behind the average treatment rates, even though they have higher requirements. Therefore, to tackle the HIV menace, the government has to find ways to reach such groups by considering targeted interventions like the one in Karnataka, which showed that sensitizing the police personnel and educating the female sex workers can greatly reduce arbitrary police raids and arrests. As the report emphasizes, the right to health is universal, and India must take note of this to not only bring down the HIV incidence but take actions to remove the social stigma attached. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the anti-trafficking bill. The bill was recently passed by the Lok Sabha, and it lays down stringent punishment of 10 years or life imprisonment for various forms of trafficking, including buying or selling of persons for the purpose of bonded labor in cases where chemical substances have been administered, and also if a survivor acquires life-threatening diseases such as the AIDS. The bill proposes establishing a national anti-trafficking bureau for coordinating and monitoring of trafficking cases with institutional mechanisms at the state and district level. It also provides for a relief and rehabilitation committee and a rehabilitation fund with an initial corpus of rupees 10 crores. Finally, it prescribes forfeiture of property which has been used or likely to be used for the commission of an offence. The next issue in news is regarding Samagra Shiksha, which is an integrated scheme by the Government of India to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education at all levels of schooling. The program extends from preschool to class 12, and it aims to ensure quality education at all these levels. It does so by subsuming the three centrally sponsored schemes, namely the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, the Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan, and the Teacher Education Program. One of the major objectives of the scheme is bridging the gender and social category gaps at all levels of school education, and the scheme also reaches out to the girls and children belonging to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, minority communities, and transgenders. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding a new scheme approved by the government known as the Mahila Shakti Kendra. The scheme is aimed at empowering rural women through community participation, and it will be implemented with a cost sharing basis of 60 to 40 between the center and state, except for Northeast and special category states where the ratio will be 90:10. The scheme has several components at the national, state, and district levels, with community engagement through college student volunteers in around 115 aspirational districts as part of the block level initiatives. The student volunteers are envisaged to play an instrumental role in awareness generation regarding the various important government schemes as well as social issues. Further, a district level center for women will be set up, which will serve as a link between the village, block, and state level in facilitating women centric schemes such as the Beti Bachao, the Beti Padhao scheme. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the recent comments made by a US official that China has quietly resumed its activities in the Doklam Plateau, with India responding that there was no change in the status quo since the standoff ended late last year. As you are aware, Doklam is the tri-junction between India, Bhutan and China, and due to the special relationship India shares with Bhutan as part of the India-Bhutan Friendship Treaty, it intervened in the road construction activities by China in the Doklam Plateau. This resulted in months-long military standoff, which was subsequently resolved before any further military escalations. However, the recent comments has brought the focus back on this issue, and we have to see if there are indeed any activities undertaken by the Chinese military in the region. The final issue in news today is regarding the elections in Pakistan, where the former cricketer is expected to be the next PM. While these elections were bitterly contested on issues of corruption, booth rigging, etc., it has to be seen how a new Prime Minister will handle the bilateral relations between India and Pakistan because, as per various defense analysts, the civilian government in Pakistan has limited say when it comes to neighborhood relations and foreign affairs. Also, Imran Khan himself has taken a conservative stand on several bilateral issues between India and Pakistan during the election battle. Therefore, we have to wait and watch the future relations between the two countries in the coming days. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.